The acclaimed HBO dramedy series Barry expertly mixes absurd crime comedy and stinging reflections on morality and depression. Creator Bill Hader stars as a hitman-turned-actor who tries to reconcile with his violent career while clashing with the LA entertainment scene. As he attempts to distance himself from the Chechen mob, he must conceal his past from his friends and acting teacher. One of the series' main themes is the process of recovering from trauma. Sally, Barry's love interest and acting partner, wrestles with her own history of domestic abuse during season 2, which affects her relationship, her performance, and her sense of self.
He was a real piece of work. And, like, violent.
He hit you?
Oh my God, it was like a lifetime ago. But it's something I draw on a lot in my acting work.
But these concepts have actually been a part of the show since the beginning, with the character of Fuchs.
Born here.
A common misconception is that abuse is purely physical and only occurs between partners or family members. However, many abusers who also use psychological manipulation to overpower their victims, and abuse can happen in any sort of relationship. Fuchs is a paternal family friend who employs Barry as a hitman after his time as a Marine.
Yeah, when I got back from Afghanistan, I was really depressed. I didn't leave my house for months, and this friend of my dad's, he's like an uncle to me. He helped me out, and he gave me a purpose. He told me that what I was good at over there could be useful here.
Fuchs takes advantage of Barry's damaged mental state and uses him for personal gain.
Why don't you just let me go talk to him, huh? I built this guy's mind. You don't think I can tear it apart? Just give me 5 minutes with him.
The two repeatedly mention having a purpose.
Don't worry about you, buddy. This shit, he looks like the old Barry, before he had a purpose.
You know how you and I talk all the time about my purpose?
You think acting could be your purpose?
And it's this language which lures Barry into the power dynamic.
Really motivated right now.
Fuchs exploits his position as a father figure to get Barry to work harder for him. Before moving to LA, Barry's at a lethargic low point, and Fuchs comforts Barry so that he can manipulate him into another assassin job. His questions and inflections are meant to shift Barry's discomfort with the assignments onto his own self-doubt.
So instead of burning another small town hood in some snowed-in Rust Belt shithole, what do you say to a little trip out to sunny Los Angeles?
You came here to give me an assignment?
It's the Chechen mob.
He leaves no gap between his statements and gives Barry no room for compromise or discussion.
Hang it all up Sunday.
When do you think that'll be?
The plane for LA leaves in 4 hours. I will have a car waiting for you at the Ontario airport.
In Ontario? Wait, isn't that like a 2-hour drive?
Yeah, just fly into LAX. You gotta cover our tracks, right?
Why? Because it's cheaper, or?
Because it is smarter, Barry.
How much cheaper was it?
Barry's initial turning point comes when he's sucked into an acting class and fails to kill one of the students. Again, Fuchs springs a confrontation onto him and puts on a passive display of hurt feelings.
It made me feel really good.
Okay, but what about what we do together, Barry?
Then, he prompts Barry to question himself and his newfound passion. The language he uses here is intended to isolate Barry from the other actors and keep him under control. The friendly image slips, and Fuchs becomes aggressive.
Yeah.
This is what you do. This is all you do. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Fuchs also frequently uses financial manipulation within the dynamic.
Shoulders to the moon. Hey, speaking of which, here's for Paco. Come on. You want some. Take it. You earned it. Take it. You deserve it. The rest goes in the cookie jar.
While this might be expected with a managerial relationship, this is also a commonly used tactic with domestic abuse. Many victims are unable to walk away from their abusers due to financial attachment. Fuchs guilts Barry with his expenses, placing the blame away from himself.
I was doing recon to make it clean.
Or relaying around the hotel room like it's Sioux Falls last month or St. Paul before that. Look, these extra expenses, they add up, Barry.
Okay.
All right.
Additionally, Barry's only means of income is through Fuchs's hitman business. And Fuchs is the go-between for all of the transactions, preventing Barry from holding any power.
I don't know who's ever there, I guess.
Barry stands up to Fuchs,
I'm not
fed
doing
up with his
any of
treatment.
it, okay? I know it's what you want, but fuck you, okay? There's a lot of things that I want to do, but you don't care about any of that.
But Fuchs barely acknowledges Barry's outburst.
Fuck you! Oh.
Then later, at a party, Fuchs ambushes and taunts him, knowing that Barry can't retaliate.
What the fuck are you doing here?
You know, you really let me have it today. And I thought, well, Barry seems upset about something, and I got worried, and I followed you here.
He uses more manipulative language to make Barry feel guilty for his personal life, acting betrayed here.
Fuchs, you gotta fucking leave. Please.
The thing that hurts is you lied to me. We're friends. You can be honest.
And then threatens to out him as a hired gun to all of his new friends.
Okay, I can see I'm making you nervous. Don't worry. I'm not gonna tell all these people who you really are. You know, that would ruin everything, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Proceed.
This combination of emotional blackmail and isolating tactics convey to Barry that he should never speak out again.
Because, you know, it's our money, buddy. That money is our money.
During the season 1 finale, Barry cuts Fuchs out of his life, sending him on a plane home and severing all financial ties.
Have all the money.
Come on, buddy. Buddy.
Fellas, all right, what's going on here?
All right.
Let's go.
Thank you.
All right.
Barry. Barry! Buddy, you don't mean that!
Another recurring theme throughout the series is perceived strength and toxic masculinity, represented by Barry's time as a Marine and the people he kills for. While the episodes directly focusing on abuse mainly feature Sally and her ex-husband, abuse victims are not always female or physically underpowered. Barry is fully capable of defending himself physically, but that does not make him less of a victim of emotional abuse.
You're a killer, Barry. You kill the bad guys.